Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode. Just give me 1 second. There we go. Welcome to another episode of Angelika's Journal. Today, as promised, I wanted to do a flip through on this Forest Fairy Journal. And yeah, it's all situated well. All right, so this is just going to be a flip through of the Fairy Journal. And I also wanted to show you another project I'm doing on the side from these journals. So here we go. I have the clip on, and I just tied with embroidery floss a bunch of things to this loop. And I've got some tulle, some embroidery floss, some lace. There's two of them. Some rickrack, and then 2 string of beads. Her colors are pink, purple, and blue. So those are the beads I chose. I put her name on one of them, the plain white one. And then on these two, I had a sparkly crown. That one, it came off of something, I don't know. When I or my girls get rid of clothing and purses and stuff, I usually take them and then I'll take off whatever I can reuse. So this came from something of that kind. And then this is a fairy dangle. And so these can be removed if you want, or you can just leave them in. And then to tie it up, I put a grommet on the back and on the front. And then I put a bunch of strings, and I did tie all the strings, but I think it's a little too bulky and or too short. So when you go to tie it, you know, you tie it tight, but it's just too many and you end up messing it up. And then when I untied it, I got a knot at one point. It didn't untie properly. So this I do have to rethink. I'm thinking maybe making them longer, or maybe just have the purple and the white and not the skinny pink, or purple and pink and not the white. But maybe making them longer. So what I did, because of that issue, I just tied the purple. So that's both sides, because I put it through the grommet and tied it here, all of them. And so when I tied the bow, I only took the 2 purple on this side and the 2 purple on this side. So then it's easier to just untie. All right, so the other day I was saying that I wanted to add some more lacy stuff to it, more girly girl. So I have done that. Then I started thinking, oh, maybe I should add some photos. And then I thought, no, that'll be another project. So this is the cover, and these are wooden, so they're 3D, they stick out. And then these are pretty flat. I put the flowers on top of the lace, which is the same lace as this one. And so when you open it up, and please do give me your opinion, because, you know, like I'm not ready to give it yet. I think it's done, but you never know. I might think of something else. So if you have any ideas, let me know. You know, I could always tweak it a bit. So this I made into a pocket, and then I put Joy. This is a stamp on solid colored paper, and then that I printed off my computer, and I took some walnut distress ink and I kind of distressed it because it was pure white, because printer paper is white. So I kind of gave it a little bit of a not a tarnish, but like gave it a little bit, like took away the white. And then that was the word. And then here, this is a card that came with it. You can see I didn't back it. It's just white. This was like either the front cover or the back cover of the Forest Fairy book I bought. I also bought a Moon Fairy one, not realizing that they weren't both Forest Fairy. So I kind of meld the two together. So I put a little fairy. There's some washi tape. This was already there. And this is from this side. I put purple and pink. This is more of a paper, and this is a washi tape. So I just let it wrap around. Butterfly, little magic can take you a long way. And then I also made this one. Now remember, this is the first journal that I have completed, so I'm still playing with ideas. This was the backing of in one of the journals. See, they had butterflies on one side and then mushrooms on the other. So I just cut it, did the corners, put a sticker. This is washi tape. It's like advertisement. And behind it is another piece that was backing in the book. Enjoy the little things. I put a dragonfly and a bird of paradise flower. And there you go. And then you turn the page. This was already something going on, so I didn't want to add much to it. So I just put some writing and then overlapped it with be still and listen. And then this is my coffee dyed paper. I just put stickers on it. And then on this side, this was a ticket. I made it into a side pocket, so it can come out the top or the side. And this is something I had from early on when I first discovered journaling. I tried to make a bunch of things, not realizing it's more fun when you know what the journal is and then make these kind of things. So she likes pink and purple, and there's purple here, and there's pink and passion and a little birdie. I thought that was nice. Hope is the heartbeat of the soul. And I think this is another one just like the other one, no? Yeah, that's the mushrooms on one side and the butterflies on the other. Didn't even realize I have two of them. And you can see, like this one, the back I had done like that. And on this one, I just put some ribbon. I glued it down. And then on the front, I did the same background writing. But this one is this way, whereas this one is this way. And then I put that, which is the same as this, but they have little circles and squares and other things within the book. So I cut it out and I put it on here with the mushroom. And see here, there's even like a postcard of that. So once you have a print, you can make it into many different things. As you can see here, they did a page on that one. They did a postcard tag kind of thing on that one. And then they did some rings. So you only need like maybe 6 patterns that all go together. And then you just keep repeating it. And so I tried to add some other things. And so you'll see as we go on, I am adding other things to it. This goes in here. Other things that I have. So yeah, this is music sheet, believe in miracles. Life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale. That's another cutout. This was paper I got from Dollarama. Just as a backing for the music sheet because the paper was too thin. And then this one too. They match. And they can just go in like that. And then this one, I didn't want to put anything here because it's a picture. And then here was just like abstract. If you remember from my first video on this, this is actually upside down, but you can't really tell. So I decided to put this on it only because when you close it, this kind of sticks out, and I thought it would look nice. I didn't want to put it on the cover because then it would be too busy, but I thought having it stick out, and I was thinking of doing more, but in this journal, I think this was enough. It's already like pretty full. Here too, a flower. And this is just purple, like I got a pack of colored printer paper. And then here I used a ribbon as a belly band. The blue goes with the opposite page. And then these I had to cut down a bit. They were too big. Nothing on the back, so she can write on it. Or she can put some, oh, actually I could put her pictures on it. I have a couple of pictures of her. Maybe I'll put it on the back. So I just made those. I really like these. And I just stuck it in, added ribbon on the bottom. Some stickers, lace. And then here, the glue, I guess. This was a fabric fix. I guess I should have used the art glitter because it does show through the glue. And it's hard to see love and joy. And then I put ribbon here. There's another pocket. Fairy magic. And I wanted this to be exposed because it's a little girl and her dog. This is actually a deck of cards. So underneath there, the edging is still there, but I covered up the number and the, you know, whether it's hearts, diamonds, spades, whatever. So I just put a piece of pattern paper, which came with the book, and then I did fairy magic. And then this one, the back is just a cardboard because this was paper. So I just glued it onto, like, it could be a paper bag. It could be from a granola, not granola, oatmeal or KD box. It's just, you know, brown paper. And then I put this paper on it, Expect Miracles. I put a sticker. And then this is the lace I bought, which is a whole bunch of these purple flowers in a row. And then I took a little bit of ribbon and I cut out one of these, which is the same as this. So in some places you'll see I have one of these cut out. And it was the same with the butterfly. I had a ribbon of butterfly, and then I just snipped it out and stapled them together, and covers up the moon. It's kind of like the purple of the moon. And then this side I fringed up just to make it look a little old, little tattered. There, this one, again, this I had made before I even decided to make these journals. So I just stuck it there because it's the deer, you know, is such a beauty. The little flowers on the head, little bow. And then this one you've seen before. It's just a file folder with lined paper all cut to go well together. I put a couple staples and I covered it with 2 ribbons, one on top of the other, a couple of these gemstones, a little label, a fairy over top because this is the paper. Actually, I think we had another one with that paper, no? The backing to the music one. Yeah, the backing of this one, see? It's the same one. And I just glued it onto the file folder. And then this, I did get 2 paper edgings, 2 different patterns. And this is one of them. And this, I thought she could write in here. Now this was a test run. I'll never do this again. She'll be the only one that has it. Because because it's foam, I used the wrong glue to glue it in. And it wouldn't stick, so then I had to go back and do it with the other glue. And then these things didn't stick properly on, so I had to pull out the art glitter glue and glue them down. And then when I glued the foam leaf in, it warped all these pages. Like here, you can see the warp lines. It warped everything. So next time if I do this, it'll be like a belly band that I can stick it in or something like that. Like, I love the idea of the leaf, and it's not too thick, but in this way of doing it, I'm not happy with it. But it is what it is, and I probably should have glued it on this side because this side has a pattern. But I think it's because it's like the leaf in with the flowers and the other leaves, and this she could write on. I think that's why I chose to do it that way. And then here I took a label, made it into a belly band, made a bookmarker. Now this is a drawer liner paper. And there's plain paper backing. I did this thing with my punch, and I did not round off the corners on this one. And this was something I printed online. Since I'm not selling it, it doesn't matter if it's copyright because I am not selling it. I am giving this journal away. And then this one I had purchased from Amazon. And there's another sticker. This was a fun project because I so wanted to get the tulle in there. Again, the same deer, but the flip side. But I have this paper I got from the dollar store. Put this on the back of it and glued it in. Actually, I think it's 2 layers. It might be 2 layers, a back and a front with it in the middle. And then I made the tulle into like a bow, and I tied it with a bow, and I really, really liked that. I was pretty excited about that one. And then here, I had to back it because this was from my daughter, scrapbooking paper, and on the back it had marker, because I guess she was trying to make a big ring or something. I don't know. But I had to cover it up. So I just put another one, glued another one on the back, a smaller one on the front with pink circles, glittery sticker. And this is the butterfly where the wings actually open up. They come up. There's actually 2 layers. This side works better. So you got pink, yellow, and then another pink. So if she takes it out and wants to put it somewhere else, she can actually make the wings come out. If not, there you go. And then this was a bookmarker. I bought some tags, put some lace, a book from my Harlequin romance. Put that down first, then the lace. Oh yeah, and the picture too. Then the lace. And then here, this was a boo-boo. I have my liquid pearls, and I wanted to do 5 dots. Well, this one, the material absorbed it, the moisture, and so I put a second application. So it looks messy. It didn't work out too well, but the one on the cardboard is fine. Some are a little thicker, but that's normal with it. And then this was just stickers I had bought. Just stickers. All right, and that I left as is. This is writing paper, writing paper. Here's another little tag I made. They said, don't give up on your dreams, so I went back to sleep. And this is just a Sharpie, not a Sharpie, marker. What marker was I using? It was a thicker marker. Oh, it was my highlighter. I used my highlighter on that. Just on the edge so that when I stick this down, it looks like it's purple paper, but it's actually not. Just my highlighter. And then there's a couple little ones inside, just little things I made. Oh, I guess it should be on that side. Well, I like this side. So I'm putting it in like this. And then here, this was from, I ordered some fairy stickers. The ones with the clear edging, you'll see it in here. And this is the box it came in. Oh, there it is. See, it has a clear edge. It's not the white edge. That they come in boxes. And I think there were like 6 or 8 boxes. So I'm like, oh, this is nice. Just the writing, I didn't, like, it described what was in the box. And you don't want that. But I'm like, but I like this with this on it. So I just put something, leave room for magic over top. So if this ever comes off, you'll see what it says, you know, box of 10 fairies or something. And then this is just a label. And I stuck the fairy on it, and a brown backing, right? Oh, this came with the brown backing. I didn't have to glue it. Came like that. And of course I put a sticker there and a sticker there. And then this is the repeat of this one. It's pretty much the same thing. And I just decorated the back, did a background, and then one of the cutouts. Here I used the mushroom as a background. Yeah, because I think this green was the owl's background. And then I just put a little stamp that came with the kit again. So, here we go. And they're just little envelopes. Now, this was a fun project. Now, this is open. I stapled only one flap so she can open it. And inside, there's 3 little coin pouches, like for coin collectors. You know, you want to put your 5-cent piece or whatever that's really old. You know, these are the little coin keepers. Well, I got some beads and some sparkles, and I made like fairy dust pouches. And here, 100% natural fairy dust, inspired by Lady Valerie, Canada. Because you know, perfume bottles, it'll say something, and then on the bottom it says Paris, to say the perfume's from Paris. So I put Canada, because we're in Canada. And then Valerie is my granddaughter who's getting this. Her name's on the beads in the front, on the dangle. And then, yeah, my handwriting's not that great, but it was still fun. You know what I mean? I could have cut the paper, because it was scrapbook paper. I could have cut it to the size of printer paper. And then I could have done this on the computer and then used my scallop punch to punch it out and have it professionally done. But this gives her a little bit of Nana's, you know, touch to it. So in these pouches, I put a star in one. This one has a pink heart. And this one has a green maple leaf. And the intention that I had when I did this was 3 wishes. You make 3 wishes and sprinkle your fairy dust, and your wish will come true. And there's another one. You are loved. Back is blank. Here I put a mushroom. This is a master board I made where I had glued down a whole bunch of ripped paper onto a cardboard, and then and you can use any color cardboard, and this is just paper. I ripped a whole bunch, and then I just glued them on, made sure that they were well glued down. Then I took my stamps out and I just stamped it all over, and then I cut it to size, rounded the corners, and then just left it. I have a whole bunch of them. And then as I make a journal, you then customize it. So this has a fairy and a butterfly and the mushroom. And then this one was one I bought, but I put it on my paper that I bought at the dollar store. And then I found a butterfly that matches, and yeah. Like, these things are not hard. It's just, you know, customize it for the journal. Now this, if you remember, I did it. It's a napkin on a paper bag, brown paper bag. Because when you order from Skip the Dishes, you know, from restaurants for delivery, they deliver in paper bags now. And so I've collected the ones that don't have food in it. And so I just ripped it. You can see the edge was ripped. I just ripped it. And then I Mod Podged, a matte Mod Podge, the napkin to the paper, the bag. And then I wanted to add it to this journal because birds are in the forest, right? And so, yeah, I just glued it to the page. It has a rough finish to it. It's kind of cool. And there's just a sticker at the bottom of the page. Nothing fancy. And here we got a double pocket, the back and then the front. Whoop, that doesn't belong. So this again, magical and enchanted. And here's where I was saying I took the big purple and I put the little one on it. And that's like the continuous theme, right? You're repeating using certain things. You make me happy. She does. And then this is one that I bought off of Amazon. My paper from the dollar store. You are made of magic. She is. She's magical. Okay, we'll put that there and that there. The little bees. That's so cute. And then this was another masterboard one. And this one I had put a couple stickers and a stamp. And then this goes with the theme of the book, The Forest Fairy. And then in this, I just glued it on 3 sides. So it's a pocket. And then this came in the journal also. Do your best. So I just cut it out, rounded the corners. This is another one of those stickers. This was the blue fairies. You are loved. And then on the back, I only covered the top 2/3. And then I put a dandelion sticker. This is a dandelion. And then like a wildflower, beautiful, fierce, and free. She is. So there you go. That one I left as is. I added some little bumblebees, wasp, whatever. Now the middle, where I did the binding, I left this, it was actually longer. And I'm like, I might want to put dangles. And then I decided I do want to put dangles. So I put a heart and a butterfly. And then here I used a saying as a pocket. And then this one I turned it into a tag. Nothing on the back. It is textured. This is the special paper for watercolors. And then there's a snail and a little tag on it. Now don't forget, she can add whatever she wants or take away what she doesn't like and just tweak it. This is just for her to start. And she's going to be 10 in like 3 weeks. So, you know, she could just enjoy it for now. And then maybe when she turns 12, 13, she can journal in it. Or maybe she wants to put down her friend's name and phone number so she doesn't lose it. You know, whatever she wants. And then and I just added a bird to it. I had to. It's a flower. And it's just plain on the back. And this was a tag my mom had. And so this I got, that was in that pack from Amazon with all these. There was a whole bunch of them. I swear there must have been like, this size, probably like 40 of them. And then a little bit bigger, there was another 40, and then some smaller, another 40, and then little ones, some were round, some were rectangular, another, like, you get like, probably like 300 to 400 pieces in that package. So I just glued it on, shine, just a word. Here I put some more for purple tulle. And then 3 stickers. This was a cutout from my punch. And then I hand wrote, if you can dream it, you can do it. One step at a time. And you can tell the spacing wasn't very good because here it's kind of squished. I didn't have much room at the end. But that's okay. And then this was, remember I went to a thrift store of some sort and I found a whole bunch of these. But they didn't have a center on it. So I just took the liquid pearls and did a bunch of purple dots. And there you go. Oh, oh, there. You can see the fairy. And sticker. This was the one I added yesterday. It's kind of warped. Yeah, it's hard. Anyways, it'll straighten out eventually. So I added this ribbon, this lined paper, so she can mark, you know, like, I don't know, let's say birthday party 2030. 2030, she'll be 17, turning 17. She can always put her friend's name, all her friends' names, and then when they show up at her party, she can check it off, or whatever she wants to do with it. And I just stuck a stamp there. But you can tell because this paper was glued on, it's a little higher. So the stamp was faded. It wasn't as intense on the lower level as it was on the higher level. And that's because of the paper. But that's okay. Still works. Sticker, Gypsy Soul. This one, I'm sure you've seen before. I did not tie it. Tie it down. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do like with the cover. I'll tie a knot here, cut another piece for here, and then she can just tie it instead of having to weave it through the grommet every time. That's an idea. But this one was just a flap. I only glued the bottom and then write a letter, and these are all postcards. But they're like thin, right? See on the back, it's part of a picture. So it can be a puzzle too. She can put the puzzle together. But it was just like, you know, maybe she collects some stickers and finds some stickers she likes and wants to add it in. Well, she can put them on the back of the postcards if she wanted. You know, she can write some stuff here too. You know, and then I have definitions. I am going to come back and do that though. Fairy tale is never too far away. And then this again is cardboard, so it's either the cover or the backing of the booklet I bought. And there, you know, my fairy stickers. Never stop looking up. I glued a strip of there, a strip there, a piece there. Oh, actually underneath I probably did the green, or I did a middle on top. That both could be the same thing, which I think it is. So that's the backing, and then I did this strip. Well, whatever. Strip there, strip on either side. Put some fairies, butterflies, and a saying. And then this was another one I did before I even knew I was going to do these journals. I was just playing around, and I did not use the distressed ink on this. I did not. Because there are white flowers. Oh, you can see liquid pearls. I did the center of the flowers. And a butterfly I added. And then there's a strip of tickets. Here I did some stamping. This I left as is. I left as is. And then here I put 3 little ones. The fox taking a nap is so adorable. I love that little guy. He's so cute. Or she. Who knows? Again, that pattern. The owl. And then here you've got this guy again. Remember there was a whole page of this picture. And again, that textured background. And then here, that's the drawer liner. I put lined paper on the back for her to write. Don't worry, be happy and beautiful. It's kind of like a tie on the bouquet. And then I had to add the deer, because that's part of the forest. And I did some liquid pearls again. Dip liquid pearls here. Be brave, courage, dear heart, with the backing. And then that is just as it was. And then here I put lace, but this one is white lace on top of blue lace. Now I don't know if you can see it. Can you tell down here you can see the blue lace? I put the white on top of the blue because the white and blue goes with the page. And on the top, yeah, which I really like it. It just adds more, you know. And then if you wanted to, you could put like overlapping this and this, have a big butterfly or something like that. But I decided to leave it because technically if she has a black pen, she could write over this. And then here, a back pocket. And I just glued a bunch of stuff on it. I did a stamp. Love is like wildflowers. It's often found in the most unlikely places. And a bunch of bumblebees. So that goes behind this pouch. See, the pouch actually is here, like this. But I did not glue it on the top so that I could put something back there. And then in the front, so I had to include a squirrel. He was part of the forest fairies. And then I just put a stamp of stars and moons because it's part of the moon fairy, right? And I just leave it so he's peeking out. Now this one was an accordion I had done. So this was one long strip and I folded it like an accordion and then I glued it along here plus along the bottom so that this could no longer open up. And it created a pocket in here. So this pocket is, again, just basic. I glued some lined paper, glued another piece of paper there. And so this goes in here. And then you got orange, purple, pink, and white. The white one's beautiful, isn't it? And then this was another one I had done before I knew I was doing journals, when I was just learning about it. So I just added it there. And then this was some stickers my daughter had when she gave me all her scrapbooking supplies. So I just stuck this there because girls will be girls and play. I thought that was cute. So there. And of course, because I have it sticking out a bit, it's kind of holding the flap down, so it's like very busy. And then kindness is contagious. And this is another one of the napkins that I did on a paper bag. And then this, you just glue it on 3 sides and then you can tuck it in. I just thought that was nice with the birdie. And then this is the other pattern of the page edging I got. You really only need 2. Because I don't do it that often. Or I don't plan to. Like 1 or 2, maybe 3 pages in a journal. And then for the boys' ones, I probably won't do it. But you really only need like 2 of them. Even 1 you could get away with if you pick a real nice one. Where's the other one I did? See, this one? This one, I don't know. This one might be considered more girly girl. Whereas this one is more unisex. It'll be for girls and boys. Just because of the curvy, you know, the curvy line. It makes it more either way. Whereas this might be, but it's up to you, right? All right, so here's another pocket. I had this foam dream. I had this piece of foam. Just, you know, things I collect that can be upcycled. And so there, I upcycled it. And then this one, again, I did a backing. And it's 3 baby fairies napping in the tulips. Do what you love. So this is a round punch, and this is the scalloped round punch. And I left it hanging over the edge. I could have snipped it off, but I decided not to. And because of this, I did a punch to make that. It kind of frames out the 3 babies. And then here, this is another one from that kit from Amazon. And this is a sticker I've had since my grandson Christopher was born. He was born in 2017. So I've had that for 6 years now. I bought it back then. And there, just lace, ribbon, couple of flowers, a button. Actually, I think that's a small button inside of a bigger button. This button was actually from one of my sweaters that I had, like, I don't know, years ago. Like 20 years ago, 30, no. I was in my 20s, so 40 years ago. My mom must have kept it because back then I gave a lot of stuff to my mom. She did a lot of crafts, and so it's like, I wasn't doing it at the time, so my mom would say, oh, don't throw it away, I want the buttons. So I take the buttons off and give it to her. But I remember that button. And then here, this is again napkin. Okay, so what are we doing here? That one, that one. Oh, there's nothing there, right? Yeah, there's nothing in there. All right, so this one is a white envelope. Can you see here? It's actually a white envelope. And so I used red stamping, but like a sponge I used, a sea sponge. And I did the red with the red ink on the envelope because it was too white. And then I stuck this on top of it to make another pocket. So, and then I did not glue down the back of the envelope. I only did the envelope on 3 sides. So you have a pocket back here, which I tinted in black. Oh, here's an, oh, there. See, it's tinted in black, so that's the back one. Then this red is in front of the black. There's another pocket. And then in here, there's another pocket. Now, what I should have done was trimmed this down so it's glued onto the envelope. On this side, it's glued to the page, and on this side, it's up from, like, the envelope can open up. So I should have trimmed it and glued it right onto the envelope, like the sides, and then the bottom would have been on the page, or it could have been on the envelope too, really. But anyways, so there's another one of those master boards I did. This one I put stickers and washi. I backed it. Oh, this I snipped by accident. I was cutting something that was sticking out on top, and I kind of snipped it. Oh well, it's all good. And then this one again came from oh, it was probably the back cover. And then Dream Big. Or maybe I did back it, I don't know. But I just want the flowers showing on that one. And then this is again paper from the dollar store, my Harlequin romance, and then just stickers that I had. Some more bumblebees. And these are light. I might have printed these, I'm not sure. Because I did buy a booklet full of sayings too. But good things take time. Be true to you. Shine like the stars. I just thought that was pretty. And I put it next to the butterfly because the butterfly is actually on the envelope. Sparkle, shine. Feeling rich today. Sparkle and shine. That was the point of this. And then I'm not going to explain anymore. It's probably a lot of time used up on the video. It's going to be a long video. So it's a butterfly that opens, nothing on the back, sticker on that side. I put the number 10, a heart, and that thing you can tell I distressed it. And these guys I did not. And then the little hedgehog, he's so cute. There, just have him poking out. And then just a sticker on that one. And then here's the master board again with the scrap paper and the ripped paper, the stamps. And then it was backed when I did the master board. And then just stickers and a stamp, done deal. Oh, I know what's missing here. This thing. I saw somebody on YouTube, and I don't know who it was. There is a young girl that I watch once in a while. There's also Treasure Books. She's amazing, from Australia. Or it could have been one of the other ones that I watch. I'm not sure who did it, but it's just a matter of folding the paper. Like, I don't know how I did it now. We'll have to, before I give this to my granddaughter, I will have to try and copy this. It's somehow you fold the paper. I probably saved it on my playlist. And that creates pockets. Now, I was not supposed to glue this one down. I was only supposed to glue that one, the back, which comes up this way. So the glue would have gone along here and then this. You know what I mean? Like there, over here, and then the edge. Because this one side continues here. And this was supposed to be loose, so I'd have a pocket back there. But I boo-booed. See, you're supposed to have a pocket. But because I glued it on the back of this too, I no longer have that pocket. But I do have that pocket. And then this one, I backed it with this yellow, the white polka dot yellow paper. But I left it a little bigger. Now, the flip side of this is this pattern. Now, this is actually for a baby, but I figure if you just let a little bit show, you'll have the color, but you can't really make out what it is. It's actually a onesie. And so I just use that as a backing to add more color. Fairy tale, love, the girl, the fairy, and the owl. And so this one went back there, so this one will go right here. And then this one, another definition, another one of my punches, and that can go right here with them peeking out. I like when people or critters peek out. It's kind of like, I'm watching you. That I laughed. Now this is the one I was talking about. Now this is the last one. This is the paper, but I realized it was my boo-boo, because it does open and it is sticking. What happened is, what I'm going to assume what happened, is when I did the line of glue, I must have put too much glue and some seeped out. And because this is an envelope, it has two flaps. When you put it down and you get it to stick, it must have attached the upper layer. And because it attached the upper layer, when I was going like this, it was separating. And then when I did it on this side, it was separating just till about here. And I'm like, what's going on? So after I did Monday's video, and yesterday I was working on this and I looked at it and it's like, oh no, it did stick. I lied. It's these flaps that, because even if you touch here, you can feel it's rough. It picked up the glue from the bottom layer. So, I lie. Fabric Fix is still amazing. And then this one was actually wider. I had to cut it down to get it to fit in the back because it was long. I wanted to put it in the back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I just had it in the back. Is that the... Oh, it's this one. Duh. Again, napkin on a brown paper bag. Then I glued it on a background. Put lined paper and an owl, because it is a forest fairy. This goes in the very back. The owl's not high enough, so I'll leave this one right to the edge. And then this is the one, I cut it down. I added a sticker, this was already there. And then I ended up cutting it down. So only half the sticker shows. And so this goes on the bottom of the flaps. Like that. You see the birdie. And this again is the masterboard stamped. I put a sticker that it's backed. And this goes on the front like that. Now I could have the mushroom showing, then you pull this a little bit more. And there you go. All done. And then on the back, I put a surprise, and I put her name, Valerie. So it's kind of like the letters are scrambled. I thought that was cute. And that's the whole journal. And so Friday, I am going to start the next one. If you would like to join me, it will be my grandsons. There, I just took the two ribbon like from either end. This can go out. And then we just tie it. It's a lot easier to tie when you only have two. And there you go. Now if I wanted to, I could go ahead and then take the white ones and the white one on this side, and then tie that one. Just make sure the purple doesn't get tangled in it. Let's see what it looks like. Whoops. And then we'll take, uh-oh, where's the other pink? There's supposed to be two pinks. I found it. I found it. It's right there. But it goes this way. No, it doesn't. It stays on that side. Okay, so those are the two pink on this side. And those are the two pink on that side. And then we can tie this one. And if you're curious what it looks like, hold on, give me a second. The pink ribbon is not straight. One is longer than the other. Doesn't look right. There. So then that's what it looks like. Actually, that's not bad. It does go this way. That's not bad. Hey, that's pretty. I think it's pretty. So there you go. Oh, I can't see how long it's been. Oh, 52 minutes. All right, I'm going to go really quick and show you the one other thing that came across my table. This I had hanging. Scott's sister had given it to me a while back. And it's so pretty, right? It's all, and it's nice for in the window. I had it hanging in my window here. And then I was thinking, I have this crystal teardrop. And then I've got all these, which came off of a necklace my mom used to have when I packed up her apartment when she was diagnosed with dementia. It was all like this, all over in her stuff, mixed up. And so I'm like, okay, oh, there's more in here. And I might even have more in with my beads. And I was thinking with this on the bottom, and then I can hang this on one side of my living room window. And then this I can make into another dangle and put it on the other side. I just don't know how I'm going to put it together. So these two will offset each other to make it symmetrical in the window. And I do have these things too, which I might be able to put it on a hook this way, or I can use those key ring things I showed you last time on Monday. And then I have all this yarn. This my boyfriend had given me. He had it. He didn't want it. And what happens is, as you unwind it, it's supposed to go from one color to the next color, and it just continues. So this can be used to hang it also. And then all this embroidery floss. So that's a project that I'm going to be working on. I don't know if I'm going to do a video on it. If I do, then you'll see it. If not, I'll just show you what it ended up looking like. Now, I bought myself a new winter coat. These are the buttons from the old winter coat. And as I say, I always upcycle parts of everything I throw away. These were, like your zipper would be down this way, the front. So this is the front of the coat. Zipper here. These were flaps that held this in. So this would go through here, and then it would go inside the coat. And so you would have the two of them like that, and then you would just tie this on your belly. This would be going through there also. So I took all this stuff off. I have no idea what I'm going to use it for. But since I love crafting, I just collect it. See, it's like that. So you would pull this as tight as possible around your waist. And then what's left, you would just cross and it would just hang. This thing, if you squeeze, that's the part where you would tighten right up to this. Right? You would tighten it right up to that. But I never did that. I liked it like that. It gave it more weight. And then I would just twist it. Because the zipper was there to hold it on you snug anyways. So I did not see a purpose to this. Anyway, so this is the type of stuff that I upcycle from things I throw away. I don't know if I'll ever use it. If I don't, one day I will throw it away or pass it on to somebody else. But there you go. That's everything for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you on Friday putting together, most likely it'll be putting together the next journal. And remember, do what makes you happy and everything else will fall into place. All right, everybody. Take care. Have a lovely week. Bye for now.